All right, what up? Peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High House Shot is blessing your day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High House Shot's body, and two, we're naturally alive. And yeah, this might be, I think this not might not be our first time, but this might, one of the rare few times. This might be because it came on yesterday or Saturday night, and I was watching it. And then I was watching some movie reviews about it, and also to the 35th anniversary pass for this classic film, and that'll be Silence of the Lambs that came out in 1991, and the Anthony Hopkins, Jodie Foster, and many other people. But you know that because what is crazy about that, I was just like, yeah, I was watching it Saturday night. Then I think on my other channel, um I did another video kind of talking about that, but that's neither here nor there. But this might be our first time, honestly, where we review a movie that didn't come out the same year, honestly, or we don't really well, do talk about we do kind of talk about other movies on here on this channel, and the spiritual aspect, honestly. But this is my first time. I think it might be one of my first time, our first time talking about a movie that older, a classic movie, or a movie that came out prior to the year that that I saw the movie, honestly. Because like last year for 2025, we did Sinners, of course. We still gonna do another one about that, Lord's willing. And the fun, like the spiritual stuff like that, or what I took from spiritually, certain things that could be. And this is part of what seeing the Most High Yahweh shine all your ways, acknowledging Him in all your ways, man, because you see it in your life. But back to the point, seeing Sinners, we did the 28 days, 28 years later, the Final Destination movie. And there's a couple other movies, and before that, we did Gladiator 2, and a few others before I didn't. We did Book of Clarence, of course, like 3 years ago. So yeah, but this is our first time actually talking about like a movie that didn't come out that same year that I seen it. But pretty much, man, the one of the takeaways from Silence of the Lambs, honestly, because it's about pretty much they're trying to find a serial killer, and Jodie Foster's character, FBI agent, she seeks out from a world class, elite level, high level psychopath, maniac serial killer, but very intelligent. That being Dr. Hannibal Lecter, played by you know Anthony Hopkins, which he won an Oscar for that. But also, man, with that, honestly, I think even in Manhunter, it was a movie that came out 40 years ago, there was another portrayal of Hannibal Lecter, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, man, that's just is what it is. Um, yeah, so the point being is that, man, one of my main takeaways from that movie, man, is because Silence of the Lambs, man, it's pretty much about the innocent of like what Proverbs 17 and 15 says. Pretty much kind of like Yahweh Shah says. If you read the book and watch the themes of the video, because even with the women that are killed in the movie, they're like the lambs. But even this kind of goes into the righteous, honestly, in the spiritual aspect. So that's what we're about to get. Psalms chapter 44 and verse 22. It says, "Yea, we are for thy sake killed as sheep." I mean, yeah, let's get it. Psalm chapter 44, verse 22 says, "For yea, for thy sake we are killed all day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter." Yeah, exactly. Kind of like what Silence of the Lambs is about, man, because many innocent people died in that movie, man, due to the serial killer named Buffalo Bill. But also too, let's get to where Paul gets it from right here. But this kind of relates to Yahweh Shah and the prophets of the past, man, because this is because the Most High Yahweh Shah, righteous servants, they're as lambs, honestly, they're like his sheep. So what he say, my sheep hear my voice, sheep, when he comes back, I'm gonna separate the sheep from the goats. And honestly, that's what of course Jacob did in Genesis. But let's get Romans chapter 8 verse 36. This is where Paul gets it from. It says, "As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all day long. We are accounted as sheep for slaughter." Exactly, man. And we're only not naturally dying too, getting killed, but spiritually dying as well. This could be like our people as well. But man, we live in a cold world, man, filled with violence, man. Many innocent people, whether in the word or out the word, they get killed daily. So it is what it is, man. But this is where Paul gets it from. I mean, he got it from that Psalms. Let's go to Proverbs real quick, man, because that, if y'all watch the movie, that's one of the big themes of the movie, honestly, of Silence of the Lambs. So, you know, and of course that lamb being like, Yahweh Shai, and there's of course allusions to that in the movie as well. But let's get Proverbs 17. We probably gonna end it here. I wish I could have did this a little longer, but it is what it is. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 15. He that justified the wicked and condemneth the just, condemneth the faithful. Even they are abomination to the Lord. So see that? And how was that? Like, know what? Let's get this Isaiah. We're gonna close it out with this perfect example. Isaiah chapter 50 hold on, y'all. Yep, this is the real Silence of the Lambs right here, man. Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 7 is talking about Yahweh Shai right here, of course. It says, he was oppressed, he was afflicted, yet he not opened his mouth. He was brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he opened up not his mouth. So see that? Because yeah, that's why when even Yahweh Shai, like, on his death, like, in his death, man, he didn't say anything. He just went through with it, man. To fulfill the book, to fulfill his Father's will, and that's first. Then fulfill the book. Then so we others can overcome sin and death as well. Those during that time.